I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. Welcome to another edition of Andrew Turner Auctions. No, we're not sponsored by Coca-Cola. Just happen to have a lot of their stuff. These are cool too. They work. They work. This particular person had beers in them, so there's some beer labels in there, which is an idea. You can put anything. You don't have to put Coke in there. You can put whatever you want. Pretty cool. I like how there's a water fountain next to it. Like maybe it was originally at a ballpark or something. This one's cool. A little older looking. A little smaller. It works too, and it's got that rotating bottle thing. Check out the photos. I took photos of the insides, the outsides. That one's got its key. I believe this one has its key, I think. I mean, it's easy to get in. We opened it up. And this guy is just your standard, like an ice chest cooler. Look at that. It says Coke even under the lid. So that way when it's all propped up and you got ice in there. And what's cool about this one, I'll show you the back. Under there, and I took a picture of it, is a cover made special to fit this thing. So you could have it outdoors, cover it up with your, just like, you know, a grill cover or something like that. And it says Coca-Cola, and it looks pretty darned awesome. So, since I'm over here, I'll show you, ooh, cool, Getty gas. Got all kinds of neat stuff. This is going to be a really cool one, especially for people into automobilia kind of stuff, motor, you know, there's oil cans, all that kind of stuff, cool signs. It's like some, you know, stuff for absolutely everyone. That's a real nice rack. Look at that. Nice muley. Shot in Colorado, I think the label said. There's some, I believe they were farm raised duck mount there. Look at the size of that bass. That's a big old bass. Woo-hoo! That's pretty mega. I don't think that's a door knocker. I think that's just to look real cool on your wall. An old portrait of a lady and a taxidermied turtle. Neat. This property is protected by a Doberman pincer. Bite your face off. This is pretty cool. Very, very old, and that whole like wreath is made of feathers, I think. Pretty cool. Nice fan. Plugged it in, didn't work. But you know, apparently they're fixable. Little turtle light there. I really like this glass. It's just a globe. It's got a nice base on it. Look how that thing lights up real nice. That's cool. Some art back there. Lowenbrow. An ice cream sign. That's pretty vintage. Cool vintage stuff. Look at that old ice cream sign. Or it's a, oh, what do you call it? Like a little platter. That's a cool light too. I like that hanging down. Nice stuff. Some real cool vintage Mad magazines, special Mads from, we're talking early 70s. I think that one had a date of 1971. There's some 60s, 1960s ones in there, I think. That's cool. Kansas Centennial book. Neato. Well, back up here. Sorry. Cool boat in the box. It's original box. Look at that. That's a nice smoke stand. Real nice. That's a real cool light. You have to run an extension cord. Look at this awesome clock flanked by candlesticks, and those are you know, brass. They're cast something. They are heavy metal, and that is marble, real marble. Cool clock inside there. All kinds of neato stuff. I don't know if you can see that real well. Check out the photos. This is, again, that estate, that one really cool piece that looks similar to this, except that other piece had more like, like sphinxes or something on it. This has more tiger heads or lion heads. And glass is a paler green color. This is just a clear glass in there. Probably isn't the original. But it would have held something similar to that, and that's got like little pedestals with a person's face on it. A lot of these are Mark Muehlbach hotels, so you know, somebody, well, you know, who knows how they got that. That's kind of neat. Asian style horse, and it's cast, it's some kind of metal. There's a nice piece of McCoy back there. Some really cool, there's all kinds of iron stuff, this auction, tons of it. These are still new, plastic wrapped in the box, except for the Star Wars. Those are vintage, old school, like 1980, I think. There's a Yoda back there, kind of hard to see. Yoda hand puppet. Miami Vice speedboat. Pretend you're Crockett and Tubbs. Cool, look how clean that thing is. I believe it's a Marks Coca-Cola truck. That thing is super clean. Got a frog gigging spear. Look at that. There's a cannonball. So many neat things. Hey, I gotta show this guy. Check him out. Put him in the, look at those copper kettles. Gosh, you can make a still if you knew how. Real big, look at that copper kettle with lion handles and nice glass, water. Little kitty thing there, one of those milk thingies. A lot of African American kind of vintage stuff there. Cool baseball, old school baseball game. Here's one of those gas station things you can put whiskey in and fill up your little whiskey glass with it. Like that. That's iron. Nice stuff. Tons and tons of it. Look at all those marbles. I got some more too to show you later. So much stuff that you're gonna definitely want to check out photos, catch it all. It's impossible for me to cover everything, or you know, just come to preview. That's Wednesdays 11 to 1, and an hour before the auction too on Thursday. We open the doors at 5. Now some of these signs are the real deal. That Dunlop one, that's an old school sign. That not sure if the Gulf Oil one was or not. It's definitely got that one that the gas contains lead. That's real deal. Cyclone fence, that's the real deal. And even, you know, high quality modern ones are, I think they're pretty cool. I mean, they're still enameled and they look great. These and it's a real nice flute, a Gemeinhardt. They make really nice flutes. So if you have a kid that needs a flute, that's a good one. Look at that. Nice Mustang. There it is out of the box. Here's World War II era German belt with buckle. Military medals. This is so cool. Fighter Aces thing. I don't know if you can. Tons of Fighter Aces, and if you look at the photo, there's a list of everybody who signed that. All these Fighter Aces from America, including Chuck Yeager. I kind of did a close-up of Chuck Yeager. He got 11.5 confirmed. How do you get a half? You just shot down half the plane? The other half kept going? That's weird. That's signed too. I'm not sure who that is, but it's probably a NASCAR guy or something. That's a piston of a race car. That's beefy stuff. Real nice silver coins again. All kinds of neat stuff. Here's some of these medals, those German sort of event medals. Costume jewelry galore. galore. There's a little bit of World War II stuff back there. Hey, look at that. That's kind of nice. A lot of weather vanes for some reason this time. That's pretty neat. That holds candles. And then we got quite a few chandeliers, sort of that. That's metal, even though it looks like bamboo. And that's not a real pineapple. It's carved to look like one. That'd be kind of gross, wouldn't it? Yeah, I made a chandelier out of a pineapple, then it'll just rot. Hey, I've been here a while. All right. I don't really want to get into all the... We got a lot of pallets. Not too many, but there are some pallets. And some of them have great stuff on them. I mean, this one in particular, since I'm standing in front of it, there's really good stuff in there. We're experimenting here by loading up pallets with like really good stuff to see, you know, how high a pallet could maybe go if it's full of stuff that's even front of the house worthy stuff. But we had so much of it this time that let's go ahead and do that. Look at that. Who else has a Walt Disney bird bath? Nobody. You could be the only one. All you gotta do is buy it. That's nice. And that is cast iron horse on a pedestal. Just look at these chairs. Just crazy amount of these iron chairs. This is all, okay, these first two boxes are glasses, different kinds of glasses, all wrapped. But the rest of these, it's all photography equipment, like darkroom stuff, all the stuff you would need. Here's a big camera. I took a picture of what it is, but it's one of those photo enlarger type cameras. There's a big goose. Popcorn. So hey, if you have a shop or something, you could be like everybody's favorite because you offer popcorn. Wine jockey, couple little things that your dog could pee on. Cheetah, or no, tiger. Neat stuff. Tons of patio. Look at that nice cast iron piece back there, Rococo style. Just put that out in your yard and it will not blow away no matter how hard of a storm because they're heavy. Nice sundial. There's a bell. Nice little rack. Check it out. Another bell. Choice giant bell. How often does that happen? Look at that. Nice terracotta Buddha with doing the mudras. It's not broken. Pretty rare to see. I mean, it's pretty big. I'd say it's a good 1.5 feet, 2 feet tall or whatever. I mean, it's nice and wide. That'd be great. And then if you're not into Buddha, you're into goats or something, you know, rams. Here's a cool ram for those people that are Aries. I'm an Aries. Look at this. Told you there's some automobilia stuff, and when I get around, you're gonna see some really cool stuff here. But look at that giant old, I mean, what, I'm guessing the 20s is when they did, because you had to hand pump the gas. It'd go into that big cylinder, and then gravity fed it into your Model T or whatever. Big sucker. So if you're gonna get that really cool thing and put it outside of your garage for your classic old car, which I strongly recommend because it would look super cool and everybody would be jealous. But if you're gonna do it, you're gonna want to rent a truck or something. If you don't have a truck, it's gonna need a truck. It's a big piece. Nice furniture. Check out the photos. Nice. I think they were Broyhill love seats. Sort of a dark floral pattern and a very light floral pattern. And then here's an old school, almost Victorian era little love seaty couch thing. Nice stuff. Tons of it. Look at this couch set. It's all blue. It's from KU, a fraternity. A KU fraternity had this furniture, so I bet if only these love seats and couch could speak, It would have many stories to tell. Really nice furniture here. Look at that kind of Southwest style. The cut to the chairs. We have a lot of Southwest style stuff. Say that 10 times fast. Southwest style stuff. Little foot things to go with the couch. Check out this. This particular love seat had the fraternal crest on the back of it. So if you happen to go to that fraternity, wouldn't that be neat? That's a nice piece. I like that. Kind of an avocado green look to it. It's kind of got that wire front to it. And that's a nice size, you know, China hutch without being too big or too monstrous. Sometimes China hutches can take up whole dang room. That one's easy. Manageable. Nice bed back there. Real nice vintage 50s table with a leaf. We've got a couple show, you know, well, I don't know what the showcases, I guess, but I'm not seeing where you would put the shelves in it, so maybe that, heck, you can just turn that into a big old aquarium. But they're old, they're vintage, and the more we're moving them around, the more they're losing their, you know, seal on their joints there. So trying not to. Buffalo hide. How often do you see a buffalo hide? And it ain't in too bad a shape. Look at that. It's still got its tail. Up near the head, it does get a little dried out underneath. Starts crumbling. So put it in an area that's, you know, not that it's, people aren't going to be walking and rolling all over it, because this thing is, who knows how old that is. Who knows? It's pretty baffling. I mean, it could be from the 1800s. I don't know. It's an old school done. I mean, Buffalo, Tatanka, Railroad. I took individuals of each and every one of those and their photos. Railroad photos. They're pretty neat. Look at that nice piece. So as you can see, I'm working my way around. This isn't the order the auction's going to be in. It's just once I get to going around, and I want to try to at least give you a glimpse of everything. More, this is made by a guy, what was his name? Ernest Thompson, New Mexico. He's a furniture maker. It's sort of that New Mexican Southwest style stuff. Some shelves for the walls, some lighting that you would attach to walls. Very cool stuff. Back there, some neat art. Check out the photos for details on the art. All right, that's a nice stool. Let's get into this. All kinds of oil cans, really cool brands, stuff you do not hear of anymore. Will Lube, War Chief motor oil. That's a cool can. And look at the colors on that, man. Bright, they pop. That'd look very cool in a garage with a vintage car. All vintage cans to go with your vintage car. Or even if you don't have a vintage car, it still would look cool in your garage. Some real cool signs, license plates. Look at that, GM, Phillips 66, lights up, looks beautiful. Check it out. Need a motorcycle? Need a project? Because this is a project. It's a Honda. I couldn't see, you know, where it said how many cc's. I'm going to guess 125, 150 maybe, something like that. And it needs work. It needs love. It just needs to be brought back. Serve you well. I like that it's got the metal gas tank. A lot of trials bike riders use these, you know, the old school, because they're not all plastic like they are today. Look at that. Miller. All that neon lighting up. Check out this giant sign. There's two. It's stacked up. So it was from a storefront called the Santa Fe Connection. So you can see the Santa Fe. Back there's the connection. And he would add it, you know, one on one side of the building and the other on the other side of the building. A lot of the glass from the neon is, you know, had broken and stuff. I mean, of course, it's not going to be perfect, but pretty darn cool. Maybe you just want to spell Santa Fe. Maybe you're from there. That'd be neat. Nice stuff on the fence. There's a couple of cow hides there. Really neat stuff. Neat stuff down here. Another camel saddle. Kind of strange how we keep getting camel saddles. Look at that. It's like a cowboy bath. Just enough water to wash my crotch. That's all a man needs. Let's get through these oil cans. Smaller size ones. Tons of cool labels. Love the Sinclair. Dinosaur. And a drill press. Neat. Let me show you some of this stuff on these tables here. That needs to go into a stand. It's just round at the bottom and it'll just roll around. Suppose you could kind of stick it in the dirt in your garden and put things out of it or something. Neat. Check out the photos on these because these are vintage models and these are really good condition. A lot of them are like crazy good condition, including the box. I mean, nice stuff. Nice stuff. For those who collect the models, you're going to want to check those out. Nice hardware, door handles. There's a couple of old school skates, I believe. Ice skates, right? Aren't they? Look at these. You into marbles? Look at all those. Look at all those. They just came in a giant bag that was kind of falling apart, so we just poured them all into this thing. And kind of, you know, and it's kind of deep. Look at that. But we kind of got it to where you can really get to checking them out. There are some ancient ones in there. Some are very highly collectible. So that's kind of cool. Giant tub of marbles for those marble collectors. That's and look, cool old license plates for you license plate collectors. There's collectors for everything, man. Cool Buddha lamp. All kinds of silver plate items that are old. Some cool dishes. All kinds of stuff. Look at that cool vintage boat. Some statuary that's like, some of it's really nice stuff. We're gonna do it in the flat. We may pull things out of the flat and see, or do choice or something. We'll see what happens, you know. You never know. That's the glory of auction. You never know what's gonna happen, man. All right. Neat stuff. Let me show you this side again. Since I need to walk over there, I'm gonna, I know, kind of a longer video, but I want to show at least some of the stuff on these tables. So I'll just be doing a quick walk to give you a taste. More models, personalized license plates. Those are kind of cool. And again, you know, a lot of cast iron stuff. I got butter churn with, you know, African American theme, you know, from olden times. It's highly collectible, that kind of stuff is. A lot of cast iron. Some of them are boot scrapers, some of them are simply weights, you know, door stops, if you will. Tons of cool stuff. Scotties. Scottish Terriers. Grandma had one of those. It was a great little dog. All kinds of sort of gold rim stuff there. A little bit of, there's a military belt and a cool old ammo crate. I think it's an ammo crate. boom box. There's a record player for some reason. It's got that sitting on top of it. Tons of cool stuff underneath. Look at all those. Those are all gun socks or whatever. You know, those cloth gun bags. Tons of them. Look at that. Plaid. That's pretty cool. Tartan-esque looking stuff. We got pallets over here. Just stuffed full. Pallets. Heck, look at that. This one's got a, well, part to an engine. Yep. So much to see. You're going to definitely want to check it out on preview and just like blow your mind. So we always have a great time. We hope to see you, and bring a friend. Bring somebody who's never been to one before. Show them the ropes. Let's teach more people the glory of auctioning. All right. Well, I hope to see you all Thursday, and I hope you have a great night. Bye-bye.